basically.
Can you? I gotta look for it. It's gonna take me like 2 seconds.
All right, give me an introduction at least.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, one of my closest friends. We met randomly. We didn't think this would happen, but we made it happen. And we stepped by each other's side. This is where you realize sometimes blood is thicker than what's in your veins. Right? Words are powerful. They're real powerful. We started from nothing, and here we are. Family, loyalty, and the man who introduced the revolution, brought it all together. Revolution and many more. He brought #Thunder out. This man knows how to bring the talent out of people. One of the creative masterminds, Jacob Moses.
I'm going to start. Is it on? I can project. I can project, if anything. All these years of doing slam, it's like you managed to know how to project in a small room. Can y'all hear me?
Yup.
Excellent. Excellent. 17 years, I'd like to think I would be able to get my freaking voice to travel around the room. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm going to start with this first poem, which is in the book, and it is called Social Security. For years, I have not been myself. Unstable, moody, and uncontrollably depressed. I need social security. Yes, you read me correctly. Social security. I need security in my social life. Too many days pass, and I know not where to turn. So I need to apply myself to find the security I need for a better state of well-being. Sustainability. Yeah, that's a key word. Sustenance for a social life beyond the superficial, maybe not an inner circle, but just a diameter where we can find a middle ground, meeting halfway by riding down these chords. Social security. Yeah, that'll be nice. Offer my digits and pray for benefits, not the numbers which identify me, but the kind which appear on the caller ID. Social security is crucial, for a support network is what helps us survive. We all need social security. We need to actively and retroactively understand one another. I need to know if you're hearing me. I need to know if I am emotionally appealing to you. I need assurance far more than insurance. Social Security provides health benefits. I guarantee you. I have no pre-existing disabilities. It's my abilities which pre-existed, currently exist, and will continue existing. The only thing about me that's disabled is the switch which enables me to care too much about other people's opinions, place excess importance on how I am perceived, and not nearly enough on up. Social security is unconditional. I need it. I want it. Deserve it. Damn it. Don't we all?
Yeah.
Alright, I got a few more here that I just remembered were stapled together and are double-sided. I might have to do that Phoebe thing. Like I'm married to
That's the new name now, the baby thing.
Alright, this one is called Brought to You by Q. Shout out to Morningstar for this one. This is after you, so I gotta throw that out there. Behold the power of Q. first letter in the word queer. Just as Q embodies the laws of my attraction, it also embodies being authentic. No two forms of the capital Q are alike, for they are used to identify a font. From the unsealed to the unique, I embody the letter's purpose and the color palette it denotes. Throughout my time on this earth, my sexuality could never be pinned down. My worth was never measured by a crowd, for I was usually in the midst of cliques. Queer is considered an umbrella term, and I am holding it up as the rainbow forms after yet another storm where individuality floods the foundation, where our health as a community grows. Q is also a Roman numeral which bears 500,000 reasons why I should be proud of who I am. Queerness is about not getting categorized, and I will not let society pin me down when I'd rather be pinned down by Tom Brady on the 50-yard line in the midst of passionate love, but I digress. This poem is brought to you by the letter Q. Q is not just found at the beginnings of words like queen, question, quick, quaint, and the aforementioned queer. Q is found everywhere a queer dares to dream. Q is found everywhere a queer takes back their power. Q is found everywhere a queer wants to be, whether taken, express, or local, whether typed on a circle or diamond. Move down 17 letters and Q, the Q in Q. This next one is called Journey of Dreams. It's dedicated to Kirbys Dreamland. One of the most underrated Japanese imports ever. I think it's just starting to kind of get a little bit more of a cult thing with all the memes that I've been seeing. I gotta thank the people at Quail Bell Magazine for flooding my algorithm with all these Kirby things, and I welcome it. I totally freaking welcome it. Quail Bell Magazine is the publisher that published this poem. Nintendo introduced you, Kirby-san. Way back in 1992, you puffed, swallowed your enemy, sprinted and danced, iconic, harmony with every move. Running through plains, the oxen and the elves, gracing the greens, a plenty is the fruit. Birds flying through the air, willow in bloom, dropping the apples as branches extend. As mollusks scatter within castle walls, ghosts haunt the towers, lasers made of leaves, 8 doors surrounding chambers, boxes pushed by minions, tossing them across the floor. Palm trees, they line the island paradise, beluga whale, blowhole geyser erupts. Cannons hanging from zeppelins flipping round this aerial maneuver, feet of champs from nebulae. Knights throw their boomerangs, precipitation strikes the labyrinth, cumulonimbus, lightning in the form of soaring spikes within one glaring eye. Remember all your arsenal items, mint leaves, microphones, bottles, lollipops, one-up, spicy and energizing food. Stars wrapped, warped, and sparkled as your dreams progressed. You must remember every loss you fought. You will fight them again when you proceed. You shall prepare to fight your final brawl. You have the wherewithal. A climax reached. Inhale, exhale, practice before you run. The bully holds a hammer, muscular, lunging, leaping, see stars with every stomp and use his force against him. Spit it out. Run back and forth, fake cut, pick, dodge, and weave. You will eventually overpower, blow him away, launched from the mountaintop. All 5 worlds united by each quasar. Bring forth the kingdom, inflate and glide on, observing your surroundings as you float. Touch down within the clouds and greet your crowd. fanfare of dreams fulfilled, replenished food. You mastered inhalation, effortless expectoration, flying through these rooms. You took a bow and held a final sign. An enemy defeated, he can't deal. Pink Puffball, you eventually got help to navigate through water, land, and sky. A hamster, fish, and owl, compatriots, more worlds left to explore, walls ricocheted. Kirby, you are courageous at your core. Another Japanese import revered. Like Mario, Sonic, and Pikachu, your magic, testament, and honor earned.
Ooh.
We're gonna do one more. This is called Kirbys Amusements. This is based on an old amusement park in Asbury Park. It was an indoor amusement park. It closed in 1988, and that might have actually been the year I went and never saw it again. So this is just dedicated to some of the hazy nostalgia I have to this particular place, Kirbys Amusements. This one I'm dedicating to my father, Reginald Freedman, 1948 to 2013. You're with me, Dad. Asbury Park greets me within your thin-lipped, toothy smile. At the end of every labyrinth, you straddle the seashore's yen. You are a funhouse mirror distorting my figure, yet always finding abundant embodiments within my gut. My navel yearns for that connection to amusement within these vibrant walls. Love was the product of jackpots won from slot machines dispensing ducats. Tokens tossed from one hand, arm pulled by the other hand. You were the windfall stashed within this chest of hazy nostalgia. Adulthood proves more haunting compared to the cart carrying me through those mysterious halls. Wishing I could be hypnotized just so I could catch a spoonful of what once satiated my satisfaction. One taste of the sacrament derived from riding the roller coaster before it became a cliche denoting a diagnosis. Before mania surged through my synapses like a Jimi Hendrix guitar solo. After bumper cars foreshadowed the accidents I faced through these static frequencies of depression. If you were a Eucharist, I'd be an idolater. For you were the body of a god I tasted before knowing what it meant to be a righteous Jew. You were the excuse I needed to play hooky from Sunday school. You were the choir who greeted me before I possessed the voice to echo any calls I desperately needed to answer. You were the calming voice I needed before my own soothsaying emerged. Now the tongue with which I speak needs to taste the honey into which I dip my apple. Now this fruit stores nectar of passing years in a cloud, accessed via my digital thumbprint, repressed via my carbon footprint. Pollen is carried by a generation of workers and drones. If I left an intention on my doorstep, I'd wish for it to be carried by the westerly wind. I'd hope the corners of this crown in my castle mirrored this palace of amusements. I pray the pleasantries could be contained by the channels from which we feel joy. May our data be easy to transmit, even if our devices are outdated. May said devices be reused as analog anecdotes. Let them be paperweights for the childhoods we cherish, preserving a trail back to the inner offspring struggling to spawn and survive. Thank you.